Thank you. I'm Mr. Lehner, and welcome back to Mr. Lehner's Math Extravaganza. And today's webisode, we're going to take a look at one of my favorite things, basketball. And specifically, we're going to work with area and perimeter. We're going to build off what we've already talked about, but now we're going to apply it to basketball courts. And we even have a nice little handy-dandy Chicago Bulls guy behind me to make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do out here. Well, let's not waste any more time. Let's jump into this bad boy over here. Okay, we're going to take a look at the Chicago Bulls basketball court here. So the United Center, maybe some of you have been there for a Chicago Bulls game or maybe a Blackhawks game before. But the Blackhawks are going to use ice on there and the basketball players are going to use wood floor. I think it would be a little bit different if we flip-flopped and basketball is played on ice and hockey on the wood. Okay, well let's move on. The Chicago Bulls court is 94 feet by 50 feet. I want you to figure out what the area and perimeter is of the court. Again, we've been working with formulas for area and perimeter. So if I know that the length is going to be 94 feet long, the width is 50 feet wide here, to find the area, I need to do the length times the width. So I'm going to do 50 times 94, which is going to give me 4,700 square feet of wood floor. Again, this would help the workers here that work on the floor. That's a lot of feet, square feet of wood to have this whole basketball court here filled with wood. So again, the 94 feet length, the 50 feet wide, that lets the workers know we need to have a total of 4,700 square feet of wood to make sure that we can fill the basketball court. Alright, let's take a look at perimeter. So in the perimeter, I know again, 50 feet here, 50 feet here, 94 feet there, 94 feet there. So I could do 2 times the length plus 2 times the width. So 2 times 50 plus 2 times 94 is going to equal 288 feet. So the distance around the outside of this basketball court is 288 feet. Now you might be saying, well, who cares? What do I need the perimeter? I need to know the perimeter for. Well, back in the 90s, the Chicago Bulls used to be a really great basketball team, and they won 6 NBA championships. Maybe someday soon we'll get another one. But if they won the championship on their home court, we talked about bumper cars earlier in this unit, they might need to put some fencing around the outside so that the fans can't storm the court and come out. So again, the workers would need to know, well, if our perimeter is 288 feet, we're going to need 288 feet worth of fencing or some type of barricade to put around the outside of the court to protect the players, the coaches, the referees, and everyone that's there. So there's where they're going to use that area and perimeter with this sport to help keep people safe. All right, let's take a look at your problem. The court's still the same. We're still working with the United Center court here for the Bulls. It's still 94 feet by 50 feet, but now I want you to find the area and perimeter of each half of the court. Well, what do you mean by that, Mr. Lehner? Well, I mean, this is one half of the court, so you're going to find the area and perimeter of this one, and this is the other half of the court. I want you to find the area and perimeter of this half of the court. Go ahead and make sure you got that paper ready, have that pencil out. Go ahead and pause this video, and we'll see if Benny the Bull over there and you came up with the same answer. Okay, when looking at this problem here, we know that this width right here is 50 feet, this width is 50 feet. If this is 94 and this line goes across cutting it in half, each side is going to be, you guessed it, 47. So each side here is going to be 47 feet. So to find the area of this first half, I'm still going to do length times width. Length is 47 feet, width was 50 feet, so length times width is going to give me 2,350 square feet of wood floor. So in just this half right here, it's going to be 2,350 square feet of wood needed. Well, if I need that much for this side, this bottom side is going to be the same thing, 2,350 square feet of wood. Together it's going to equal 4,700. If you remember from the first problem, that's the same area, right? We just cut it in, basically cut the area in half. One for one half of the court, another for another half of the court on there. Let's take a look at the perimeter now. Okay, so the perimeter of just this half of the court. This side's 50, this side's 50, this is 47, and this side's 47. So perimeter, 2 times length plus 2 times the width. 2 times 50 is 100, plus 2 times 47, which is 94, which is going to equal 194 feet. So let's say I talked about fencing and barricades. If I just wanted to fence off one half of the court, I need to now include this center line in here. So I would need 194 feet to cover this side of the court. Now, to find the perimeter of this side, it's also going to be 194 feet. Again, I would now create a barrier around this side, again to protect both sides. So if you made a conjecture, you might say, hey, the area was the same, but the perimeter was different. Well, how was the perimeter different? The perimeter was different by 100 feet. Well, how could I have got an extra 100 feet, even though my area is the same, my perimeter changed? Where did that extra 100 feet come from? The extra 100 feet came from the 50 feet of fence here and the 50 feet of fence here to break up the court. So again, when I found my original perimeter, I just went all around the outside. But now when you're finding half of the court, I need you to put 50 feet of fencing here and 50 feet of fencing here, which is our extra 100 feet for the perimeter. So again, if they were doing some type of celebration in there where they just needed to have half the court blocked off, they're going to need an extra 100 feet of fencing. That'd be important for the workers to know. Nice job by our volunteer over here, Benny the Mole. Give him a little high five, even though he has no hands over there. And thank you for tuning in to Mr. Lehner's Basketball Math Extravaganza today. As always, we'll see you next time.